But yeah, man, just come out the gym. You know, obviously I'm feeling good, feeling great. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, person like me, I already, you know, a lot of my confidence is based on my appearance, you know. Obviously, confidence comes from within, you know. But if you look terrible, if you look shit on the outside, it's going to affect you on the inside as well, isn't it? Besides, confidence comes from the inside. No one, you know, it's an outwardly appearance, isn't it? You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so what I was saying is, obviously, since I actually feel good about myself, if I've just come out the gym, a time where you look best because of the pump, then you can just imagine, you know, mentally how I'm feeling right now. Obviously, it's going to be better than normal, you get me? So that's great, you know, that's great. I also wanted to say, I just thought to myself, I just said, like, I love how no one's belling me. No one's called me for the past, like, 6, 7, 8 hours. Obviously, I woke up, I went to work. No one's going to call me whilst I'm at work, right? Sometimes I do get the odd call, but no one's called me. So it's, you know, at least other people are sort of understanding, okay, with my regimen, this is not a good time to catch me. You feel me? That's, you know what I'm trying to say? Fair enough. That's good. But then obviously, my hours after work, I'm not as busy. I can accept a call or, you know, be a bit more, can message someone in between my sets while I'm resting. You feel what I'm saying? Little things like that. But again, no one has reached out. No one said nothing. So I was just sat here. Well, I'm not sat, obviously I'm standing because I'm at a bus stop. But, you know, figuratively speaking, I'm sat here saying to myself, I'm so glad that, you know, I'm the kind of person, I like peace, I like that quality alone time, you know what I'm trying to say, you know when you've got that time to yourself and you can just think, there's no real distractions, you know? And you know what, it's a time like that where, me personally, I feel really in my element, and it makes me have even more energy and want to socialize with others. You feel what I'm saying? I hope my words can be heard right now, because I've got cars driving past and stuff, so I'm just trying to speak above that noise. But obviously, you know, like I said, it made me feel really happy and glad, because, you know, I got to experience that. But then on the other side, and that's one thing you'll find with me, and for anyone who sticks around and chooses me as someone to listen to, this is one thing you'll be able to always be able to say, you know what, he's got a good head on his shoulders because of the way he thinks. It's not even the things he thinks about, but it's about how he thinks about certain things. You feel me? But let me go ahead and start to explain myself. So obviously I've just spoken about enjoying the fact that no one has reached out to me. But then I also thought to myself, you know what? One day, I'm gonna really I'm gonna be really sad that no one's reached out to me. You feel where I'm coming from? One day I'm gonna really feel as though, you know what? I've had a terrible day. I could have had a terrible day or a good day, right? Obviously, if you're having a good day, you're not gonna care as much. But I could be having a terrible day or a good day. One day, right? Yeah? You never know. And no one reaches out to me. No one comes and says, you know, how's your day been? Not that they would care, but that's not what the point is of this video, right? You know, people say things all the time and ask questions all the time that they don't care about the answer to, you feel me? But like I said, that's not the point of this video. You know, one day I'm gonna hope someone will check on me, but then they won't. I won't have that person there, you know, and I'm gonna look back to days like this where I was happy, you know, and you know what I mean? It's all about having that duality. You know, I'm glad I'm a sort of person where I'm able to understand that there's two sides to everything. Okay? Now there's two sides to everything, and to some things there are more than two sides to them, right? Okay? And I'm just showing, I guess that's the point of what I'm sort of saying today, you know? Because obviously I'm not saying you will exactly relate to this topic. You might do, or you might not. Alright, it just depends on where you are right now, of course, right? But there's two sides, you know, and I'm not saying, oh, there's two sides to every story, anything that you're going through, or no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in a lot of the mindsets you have, in the ways in which you think, there's always another way that you can look at it or think about it from, right? And so, you know, bear in mind that, bear that in mind. It allows you to stand firm in what you say, you know, when you're able to understand the counter argument, the other side of the mindset you have, the other side of your opinion. When you're able to understand it, when someone else comes from a different point of view and tries to put you down and you know, shame whatever you're thinking, you're able to actually have confidence in your reply because you've already thought about where they're coming from. You feel me? That's chess. That's tactical. The bus is quickly approaching, so I'm gonna have to put this phone down. But I'll see you soon, John.